Welcome to another edition of Live Out Loud Podcast right here in beautiful, sunny South Florida, home of Sweat and Swamp Butt. I'm Scott.
Sweat and Swamp Butt.
Yeah.
Lovely.
We got to finish our intro. I'm Scott.
I'm Gary.
That's right. And we've got Smurf over there in the corner doing her thing. Good afternoon, Smurf.
Hello.
All right.
Camera's back.
Yeah. Camera's back. Oh, boy.
Woot, woot.
It's over. All right. Well, welcome to our show today. It's always look on the bright side. You know, that's what I always ask people. Look on the bright side.
On the bright
side of what? I don't know. But behind every cloud, there is a silver lining. Isn't that actually on the cloud? It's not actually behind the cloud.
It's in the cloud.
It's around it's on the cloud, but it's not behind the cloud.
Every cloud has a silver
No, that's
lining.
what it is. It's not behind every cloud. Every cloud has a silver lining, yes.
You might see I'm a little preoccupied, folks. I'm trying to find Watch Party again.
You can Gary,
You know,
we brought you in for your technical genius.
Well, then you got the wrong guy.
Somebody padded their resume, didn't they?
Let's see.
That's right. He's very adept with his flip phone.
And it's not happening.
I set up a reminder at 10 a.m. for people to get reminders when we go live. And who didn't click the button? Gary.
I don't know where the button is.
Who didn't click the button?
Pretty much everybody except for Karen at the costume place. Oh God, crazy about costumes.
Crazy about costumes.
Oh boy.
It's one of those shows. Also, our bug is missing.
It is one of those shows. Gary, are you all set yet?
Oh, there it is. Okay. Hi. Hi, folks.
Welcome to the show, Gary.
There we go.
How are you today, my friend?
I'm good. Had a wonderful experience today. Somebody here finished an original song that
nice.
came out really, really good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it came out very nice. She gave me this story of about a broken mirror and about her looking in her reflection and put some lyrics to it, and she did some great stuff.
All right,
and then she sang it, and she
that's
knocked
awesome.
it out in the ballpark. She was great.
That's awesome. I'm glad you went that you had that experience. But I've got to talk to you guys about something.
Oh no!
I've been sitting on this for about a day and a half, 2 days now.
Did it hurt?
What do you think? What do you think's been bothering me?
That you're sitting on something for a couple of days.
Smurf knows what I'm talking about.
You see, you've been sitting on something for a couple of days, and that could hurt.
I was majorly insulted by the two of you on our last show. Mm-hmm. It was relentless. Now, there's a counter on if you're not watching the video, on our video, there is a counter for all the times I insult Smurf or Gary. By the way, Smurf 8 insults, Gary 5, and that's definitely, if we're going to count all the ones off camera, then, we're going to
be here all day.
We're going to have to go to the red column on the abacus for that one. But
that's credit card.
Yeah, that's definitely. But what about when you guys hurt me?
Well, Gary, I don't know about you, buddy. But for me, I got everything I needed, so I am zeroing out my score. It is up to you, Gary, to give out the olive branch and give away your score.
Are you willing to give up the 5 insults?
I don't know.
Are you willing to forgive those based on the fact that you slaughtered me so inhumanely?
It was so worth losing my 8 credits.
I don't know. $5 is $5. You know what I mean?
And it is technically going to charity, so.
All right. Well,
the Civil Liberties showed up outside. PETA showed up outside. There's so many organizations that showed up, come out for support of me for how awful you guys were to me.
Really? Really? Were we that bad?
So anybody who wants to relive those moments, watch the end of our last show, our 20th episode, because they were relentless on me. But that also inspired me.
Well, that's not what the show is about. The show is about helping people with addictions. The show is
You're
about
taking away
having a good time.
You're taking away my moment
Guys.
of. I have this all set up. What I want you to both to do is touch your microphones at the same time. I have electrocuted them.
Ouch.
I licked it. Sorry.
Okay, I will take
right.
away my 5.
All right.
Oh, you're going to zero it out.
I am 0 out
All right,
my
Smurf,
5 insults.
0 out. Now, Gary has 0 insults. Smurf has 0 insults. Now, I'm glad these people recognize the error of their ways.
Now,
We have a lot of people joining us.
Oh, good.
We do have a
Let's-
lot of people joining us.
Let me talk about the addictions.
okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Let me talk about the
that's
addictions.
what this is all
This
about,
is what
folks.
this is all about. I mean, obviously, Live Out Loud podcast. We're about having fun, living life, having a great time. And if you're one of those people that just really loves life and you embrace it and you're clean and you're sober or you don't have any problems or anything, that's great. And we welcome all of you.
We welcome you.
However, there are some people out there that are suffering. It could be a friend of yours, could be a family member. It could be you who's listening. You definitely need to get some help. This stuff does not fix itself. Addiction does not just go away. White knuckling does not work. You need to get some help. First thing you need to do is get your questions answered. Find out what is available to you. Find out what you can do. And the best way to do that is to call our addiction specialist right here at Live Out Loud Podcast. Her name is Karen. Karen, we will all attest. Smurf, myself, and Gary will all attest. She knows more about addictions than most of us, than most PhDs could ever learn in a lifetime.
And
I'm
she
telling you
cares.
right now.
She
and
cares,
she
folks.
cares. 786-514-0893. That number is 786-514-0893. Give her a call. If you didn't catch the number, if you're not sure you want to talk to anybody on the phone, you can always message us on Facebook right here at Live Out Loud Podcast, and we can have somebody give you a shout, or we'll call you ourselves. But ask some questions about addiction. Find out what can be done. Our goal on this show, we want you to laugh. We want you to have a good time. For a half hour or 40 minutes or 45 minutes, or if we're really freaking funny, it's 50 minutes. Yeah, those are the long shows. We want you to enjoy and to kind of let loose. But there's some people who can't, and I want you to have that opportunity to do so. So definitely give us a call. What do you think, Gary?
I think that there are a lot of people out there that feel that they can fix it tomorrow. If I just do this one more time, I can fix it tomorrow. Well, that is one time, and then there's another time, and then there's another time, and then there's another time, and you're not alone. There's so many people that are going through the same thing. And when you get help, you meet some of these people that are having the same rough time that you're having. And it's good to bond with them. And there are people here that care. The staff cares. So what we would like you to do is not feel like you're alone. Open up. Call Karen. Just ask questions. If there's somebody that you love that you feel that if you're going to rat on them or hurt them or turn them in, you're not turning them into the only thing you're turning them in is to a outstanding human being, which the drugs have taken away. So, get on it.
Absolutely. 786-514-0893. Now, on with the show. Live Out Loud Podcast. We're here to talk about looking on the bright side. I mean, everything that goes on in your life, we can always spend all of our time looking at all the negative. I want us to start looking at the bright side of everything.
The bright side of
To
life.
everything, there is something to be bright. I want to say hello to a couple of people who are joining us that I haven't seen in a little while. Randy from right here down in South Florida. Emily up in New York City. And then we've got my friend Bill. Bill and I were friends back when we were 12 years old or something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, 12 years old. And
In the 1800s.
Well, Bill, thanks for coming on.
so, hey, Bill, good to hear from you. We were big Elvis fans. He used to sing just like Elvis.
Well, Bill, I need to chat with you. I want to find out all about him when he was 12.
No, Bill, don't tell anybody about me.
That's
Nobody
when-
knows the truth.
That's when your beard started growing in.
No, you can't talk about me. The Witness Protection Program says you cannot talk about me or my past.
You said your name, your real
What?
name last episode.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
great.
kind of fucked. That mean, they said you now have to shave your beard.
Now I get it. I'm not shaving my beard.
Right now, his alias is Personal Sweetwater.
Yeah.
That's his new name, Personal Sweetwater.
Damn. Last week I was Judy Finkel. I don't mind. All right. Erica, hey, how you doing, Erica? All right. Oh, Bill is mentioning he's got stories on me.
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
I will
does.
send you a link.
I think Bill was
for an
actually.
interview.
You know what? Bill was with me. I think he was with me the very first time I stole something.
Oh, that's something to be proud of.
We were in Liverpool, New York, and I went to a store, and I had a Frisbee with me when I went into the store, because Frisbee was a thing back in the 1800s. And yeah, it was made out of like steel.
Didn't
If
go
you didn't
too
catch
far.
it, that was it.
And he had
It
a
was over.
dog that didn't have any teeth because he kept jumping for the Frisbee.
Half our friends had no heads. I went into the store, and I walked out, and I had the Frisbee, but also in my hand, I had an album. For those people who don't know what it is, it's something you used to put on this machine. It would play music. It was made out of plastic.
Vinyl.
Vinyl's plastic. Same thing, right? Is vinyl plastic?
You call an album vinyl.
All right, it doesn't matter. Okay, it was a vinyl. And it was the Bee Gees' greatest hits. My very first thing I ever stole was a Bee Gees album.
A Bee Gees album. Well,
Could have been worse.
You know,
Could have been
back-
Justin Bieber.
let me tell you something. The Bee Gees were great. Bee Gees were
I love
great.
the Bee Gees.
Bee Gees were
now
great.
it's just the bee.
Right. Right.
Barry's the only
But
one
they
left.
were great. Barry was.
Talk about tragedy.
yeah.
Oh, that's one of their songs.
That is very good.
No, because it was. Do you know what the Bee Gees stood for?
I'm trying to think. No, I don't.
Really?
No. Gibbs.
The Brothers Gibb.
Brothers Gibb.
What?
The Brothers Gibb.
Brothers
Their
Gibb.
name was Gibbs. Barry Gibb
Barry
and
Gibb, Robin Gibb,
Maurice
Gibb. Yeah.
Then there was Andy Gibb, who died first.
He died first.
Young.
He was the youngest one.
And again, hey, drug overdose. Taking great talent from us, a drug overdose. But,
Positivity.
I'm sorry?
Today's show is going to be.
No, it's positive, but he left a gift of music for us, and let me tell you something. When we lose somebody that tragically, a lot of times everybody goes, "Oh, how horrible" and stuff. And if you really want to honor somebody that we've lost because of that, and we've lost friends, Gary,
Yeah.
and we've lost, recently we've lost friends. The best way to honor them is to live better, not to forget about it, not to pretend it wasn't a big deal, but to actually live better. Andy Gibb. It was. He left us the gift of his music, and his brothers carried on and played some great music, and then, the other ones died of very strange circumstances.
But a lot of them learned to back off on their addictions because of what happened to their brother.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Which one? One of them died during surgery or something weird.
Wow, I think that was Maurice. I'm not sure.
I don't know if it was Maurice or Robin. One of them. Anyway, all right.
Let me say hello to a couple of people we have.
Bill tells me.
Sharon.
Bill says, by the way, yes, he remembers the album. And he says I played it to death.
Yeah, right.
Thanks, Bill.
He went to jail for it, and you played the album. Great.
Appreciate it. All right, who else we got to say hi?
David Fullerton from I think he's up in New York right now. He is with Turnstiles, the Billy Joel tribute, who is
You know those guys?
they're our brother band.
David, you got to let us know when you're going to be in town again, because Therese and I and Gary and Tammy want to go and see you, because I love Billy Joel, but I heard you guys are fantastic.
They are. They
So,
are. Absolutely. We have Julie and Jimmy Robinette, who's a great musician, singer himself.
Wait. Is that one guy?
Yeah.
His name is Julie and Jimmy?
No.
You said Julie and Jimmy. He's a great singer. I mean,
Julie and Jimmy, who is
Okay, Jimmy's a great.
Bill Schott is on.
Okay.
Who was is a great teacher.
Oh,
Wonderful
okay.
teacher. He hosted a Bible study for a while that I was in, and he's a great man. Great
Good,
man. He's
good.
great man.
Well, if anybody else you want to say shout out to? We got a lot of people popping up, and we appreciate it.
Michael, Mark. And listen, you type something in, folks, and say hi.
Yeah, give us some reactions, make some comments,
Alicia from
do
Tampa
something.
Bay is on.
But stop. Whoever keeps typing, turn your show off. Please stop.
Yeah,
I have blocked them Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I have been doing that.
Well, it was me,
Well,
and
that's
then
what I
I blocked
thought.
myself.
Well,
Thanks,
we do
Mark.
have a lot of requests, but we're going to keep the show going anyway.
What requests?
And some of them aren't physically possible. I've tried. All right, so
Timmy from Dr. Phone Fix is on. Let's talk about Dr. Phone Fix for a
Dr.
little bit.
Phone Fix, please tell us. You know what? You know what I do know about Dr. Phone Fix? You got something wrong with your phone. You break a screen, something's not working, battery or whatever it might be. Dr. Phone Fix is a place you want to go. 40 locations. Find the one near you. Go to drphonefix.com. And Gary, what happens if they talk about us?
Well, if they go into Dr. Phone Fix and they say, LOL sent us, live out loud, you will get a free screen protector.
Limited time only.
Limited time only.
It ends in 38 minutes. No, I'm kidding.
No, that'll make them leave the show.
No, don't leave the show.
No, that's right.
38 minutes after the show's over. You can get your
Actually,
cards.
it's
No.
not on. The promotion is not going on while the show is on.
Yes.
So if you go in while the show is on, they won't give it to you. But right after the
they'll
show,
have you sit down and watch the show, and then after the show,
then after the show, they will put a screen protector on for you.
Yes. So
But go see them if you
Yeah.
have a broken phone or if you have a broken computer. They do computers too.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So definitely want to go check them out. Our friend Erica is actually home in New Jersey visiting her kids, and she's doing great. She's doing great. And
Oh,
she
good.
misses us. So, and we miss you too, Erica. We hope you're
do.
doing well. Stay in touch with us right here at Live Out Loud. And, we care about all you guys.
Yeah, we have a lot of clients that come on, and it's good to hear from you.
Yeah. Always look at the bright side.
Look at the bright side.
What was this? Always look, at
on
the bright side of your life.
do-do, 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 do-do.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good night.
Yeah.
The
it's
greatest
actually-
rock and roll audience in the
Actually
world.
means
Thank
a little
you.
more for
That's
actually
you.
hanging from a cross while we sing it.
Oh my!
No, that was in the
what they
movie.
did.
No, I
That's
know
what
it
they
was,
did.
but
That's
what
what
if
they
somebody
did.
didn't know?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
That's why he
That was the
said
scene in the
it was
movie,
in the
Life
movie.
of Brian, Monty
Life of
Python,
Brian,
the whole
Monty
thing.
Python.
You know what?
So-
Let's do a poll and see who has seen Life of Brian.
All right, we
right.
are going
Not me.
to do a poll right now. It's this new thing that we have on the podcast where we're going to ask you questions and then we're going to poll it. Okay, we're gonna
How do you spell Monty?
Monty.
Why? Really? How do you spell Monty? We're trusting this girl with all of
How
her
do you spell
electronics.
Python.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. So looking on the bright side of your life, no matter what happens, no matter what's going on in your day, there's always something good you can be thinking about or looking at. There's always some sort of twist,
The
What?
gentleman just asked, "What is this podcast about?" Well, we're telling you, it is looking on the bright side of life.
Yeah. I mean, we're about living clean and sober and enjoying life and understanding that there's gratitude and there's grace and there's all sorts of stuff to be had in everything. Even moments of sadness and stuff like that can bring people together, and there's always something good in that too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's all sorts of things. I mean, it's probably a little too deep and existential to get into on the radio, and then it's everybody's I don't want to get so deep on it and stuff.
Yeah, well, it's just a matter of counting your blessings and
count your
looking at what
blessings.
you're.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun. I feel like this is way too serious.
Hi, Kim.
We got to have
Kim's
some
on.
fun.
Yes, and that's what we're doing. We are having fun, just like Harpo never said.
Yay! Oh,
Were you wearing your
'cause-
Harpo?
I'm wearing my Harpo Mark shirt. See, that's Harpo, baby.
Wow. Whatever. Is he still
Harpo
around?
Marks. No,
Why are you laughing?
no.
He
Harpo's.
laughs.
That's early 20th century. Harpo left us.
Let me ask you a question. Serious question.
Oh,
Scientific
okay.
question.
All right.
Do you ever get a glow in the dark ball? Do you ever have one of those glow in the dark balls?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the Super Balls and stuff.
Oh, and a yo-yo. I had
And the
a
yo-yo,
dark
yeah.
yo-yo.
And you go in and you got to find a closet, or you always try to cup your hands, and you put the toy in your hands to try to see if it's glow in the dark, right?
Right,
You cup your hands over it. But a lot of times we end up going in closets and stuff, right? Come out of the closet. No, different show. You go in here. Now, does the object still glow when the lights are on?
No, then it absorbs the light.
But
You asked me a scientific question. I'm telling you, when you have a glow in the dark ball, what it does is when it's It's absorbing the light so that when you go into a closet or when you're in the dark, then it glows. But if you keep it in the dark for a long time, the glow starts to fade. So you got to put it under the light again. Okay? Next question. Thank you very much, folks. Just call Dr. Gary. I care about you.
Dr. Gary is not a real doctor. Please don't.
I feel like I just asked like Gandalf a question over here. I feel like I got the Smurf on one side, I got the wizard on the other side. This is like a really twisted episode of Game of Thrones right here.
Stuck in the middle with you.
I'm stuck in the middle with you. All right, and I don't know what it is I'm going to do. Okay.
So does that answer your question? That's
Yes.
a fact,
Is
man.
that the truth?
You have to let the glow in the dark object.
Charge. It charges.
Yeah, it absorbs the light. It absorbs the light, and then there you go.
You know what? I'm going to look into this on Smurfcast.
Okay, Smurfcast.
We're going to do an experiment, all right? See, here. Man, I used to love my toys and stuff, my yo-yos and Super Balls. Who here ever bought a Super Ball, went out in the parking lot of the store, took it out, bounced it so high you lost it on the first bounce? Maybe that's just me.
Or had it hit a car and then
After 5 or 6
got in
times, though, you
trouble.
stop doing that.
Yeah.
Did you run out of money?
Remember, Silly Putty was like a Super Ball.
Silly Putty was one of the greatest things ever. And it was when you'd get the Silly Putty, you get the Sunday comics, you would spread them out, and then you would push it down and get the faces. Then you would stretch them and everything else. It was like playing with snot, man. It was the greatest thing ever.
Charlie Brown turned into a horrific monster.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was before we had all sorts of morphing things on iPhones and everything.
That's right. But you could morph with Silly Putty was the first thing to morph with.
Yes.
That was the man who invented Silly Putty was the father of morphing.
Back in my day.
Let me ask you guys a question. We're all adults in this room, except for Smurf. Do you still have any toys in your house? I mean, assuming that you don't have it for kids that come over or something, but do you have any toys that you still own? You may not even play with them, but you keep them.
No, I don't have any of my old toys.
You don't have anything?
I have about 14 guitars, and those are my toys.
You don't have like one comic book laying around? Or
I have a couple of comic books.
You got comic books?
I got a couple of
comic
comic
books. Okay, well, that's
books
considered.
that I
That'll work.
Save so I can give my kids them when they get older.
First edition of Superman?
Yeah, I got 3 of those.
Oh, they're only worth about $1 million.
And I'll be retiring tomorrow. Okay?
Yes. And I'll be robbing his house tonight.
I went to SuperCon with one of the graphic artists and writer for Death of Superman.
Yeah.
And so I asked for his signature, and I was like, man, I loved your comics. And he goes, how old were you when it came out? I was like, I don't even think I was born yet, but my dad had them.
Yeah.
Do you know something? I got to tell you something. You got a little story going on there, okay? And the whole time that you were telling the story, the camera just showed you and me listening to it.
Yeah.
I think you should switch over and show everybody that.
We don't want to show too much
Special
because of the witness protection program.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Again.
we're just.
All I'm allowed to show is this.
There we go.
Maybe you should. So that way we have something to look at. And
Yeah, we can look
everybody
at-
else
we can
has
look at your
something
face.
to look at.
No, but it's we're talking about looking on the bright side. Is like, what do you have that you really still enjoyed? Have you done any of that, or did you give up on all that stuff? Do you have certain things you do? Now, one of the things we do in our house, and if you're an adult and you haven't done this, you got to try it. It's very relaxing. Coloring. Like coloring books and crayons or markers or something, and just sit and color.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
You ever
Color
do that?
or-
Do you have any?
Oh, I can't draw a stick figure. That's
coloring is not
for
drawing.
Me, coloring for me is I ignore the lines.
Oh.
The numbers. I don't match the numbers. It'll say number 3 is red, and I'll use pink.
Oh,
and I'm
no.
just when it comes to artistry.
You may not color at my house.
Wow.
I mean,
No.
a stick figure. I can't draw that.
There are
I'm just
lines
not-
for a reason.
Oh my God.
I draw
You gotta start
outside the lines.
goose-stepping down the road.
Chauffeur, stay inside the lines.
I
Now-
can't. I will be punished and sent to my room for drawing outside of the lines. I'm horrible artist.
Okay, really, what are you trying to say? Stop dancing around it, Gary. What do you really say?
I'm saying everything that I draw looks like a confused map.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now-
So drawing is not the thing for me.
Some
work.
kids nowadays
Can I see your face, please?
are being encouraged to color outside the lines because it's considered like free thought. So they don't
considered what?
actually free thought. So it's like, wow, they're artistic because they don't follow instructions.
It's amazing how free thought and uncoordinated seem to go
Yeah.
together, apparently.
So has that taken over
It's-
thinking outside the box is
Yeah.
drawing outside the lines?
Yeah, it's but it's like a participation award. There is no first, second, third. Everybody gets an award.
Oh.
Everybody's special.
Everybody's
That's why they
special.
don't
Yep.
like
That's
crush
Everybody's
down.
a little snowflake.
Yep.
Everyone's a flower. And
All
we
right,
all deserve
Smurf away.
You get a trophy for being a participant.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's what they do in the little leagues now.
They do it in
They do it in the
almost
big
everything.
leagues now,
all,
too.
They give you all. Everybody gets a trophy.
You go to a spelling bee now. Everybody gets a trophy for participant. This kid spelled his own name wrong. And you're going to give him a trophy? Are you kidding
Well,
me?
the right name is
Trophy.
on the
Trofy. Trophy.
Yeah, but his name is on the trophy, so then he'll learn how to spell it. It's
Oh, okay. There's a reason for it. That's so ridiculous. That is ridiculous. No,
that's just so ridiculous.
It's you got to have fun, people. I mean, just do these kind of things and lighten up. There's always something to be grateful for, something to have fun with. We get so damn serious every day. You want to meet some serious people? Get on the Sawgrass Expressway with me every morning at 7:00 in the morning and get on that Sawgrass Expressway and just watch the people drive. Now, here's the thing that makes me mad. This makes me mad. I have been traveling this road every day for the last, 6 months? Every freaking morning and every freaking evening, and I've started to recognize cars because if you take the same route to work every day, you start to run into the same cars. You don't actually run into them; that would be bad.
Yeah.
But you start to see the same cars, and you're like, okay, that
right.
blue Toyota I saw yesterday, and this Toyota, and this, and this, and this, and and then the people in their damn Priuses and all this other stuff, right? You see these people every day. They don't say hi. They don't stay hi. I drive by, I'm smiling, I wave. Hey, good morning, dude in a white truck.
And
How are you, lady? See that rash cleared up. That's great. That's awesome. I don't know anything about them, but I'm trying to be friendly. They just look straight ahead.
He's trying to be friendly
I'm trying to be friendly with
by
these people.
talking about their rash.
I see. Well, it's all I can see. You got like the neck up. And if you got some sort of fungus growing on your face, I'm going to see it. I'm sorry.
well, everybody is just preoccupied with getting to work, and they're actually concentrating on driving.
You don't have to do. Well, okay. Maybe you do.
That might be a good idea.
Oh,
to
wait a minute, wait a
Actually
minute.
concentrate on driving.
I'll tell you, more people than not, I look over and they're on their phones while they're driving. They're
That's-
texting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why the hell do people text when they drive?
If you're a texter when you drive, you should give us a call because that is an addiction.
Better yet, text us.
Yeah, text us, right.
Text us on your ride
until
home.
you're driving, okay?
No, don't. Why would
No,
people?
don't do that.
Texting was meant to do things when you couldn't have a conversation. I can't have a conversation with you right now. There's two reasons why texting was invented. One is if I'm at work and I've got to talk to somebody and I really just can't have an open conversation, I could give them a quick text. The other reason it was invented so that men could make up excuses while they're speaking to their women, because if you're on the phone going, they know you're lying, but in a text they can't tell. That's why it was invented. That's truth. That is the
Ouch.
truth. I actually Google it. Okay?
Yeah,
WikiLeaks.
Google it. Yeah, let us know, okay?
All right. But it was invented to ease the burden of certain activities. While you're driving, isn't it easier just to talk than to text, where you have to move your eyes, use your hands, and do all of that. Isn't it easier to
Hence
talk?
the Bluetooth.
You got Bluetooth.
You
Bluetooth
got
this is.
Bluetooth.
Or what's more than one Bluetooth? You got blue teeth.
Blue teeth. I just popped that right out.
I had a friend of mine with blue teeth one time. Nobody wanted to talk to him.
I just got a hi. Dana said hi from our quilters.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, Dana.
Yeah, but stop it. Texting was supposed to be not you. Gary looks up and says, "What?"
What did
I just scared him.
I feel like that's a point.
That was not a point. That was not. I wasn't even talking to him. I just saw him react. Like when you raise your voice and the dog runs in the other room. You weren't even talking to him.
I've just heard "stop that"
Yeah.
so many times in my life.
Yeah, I know.
Stop that.
No, stop touching yourself.
Stop that.
All right, so
Oh my God.
what? All I know is we're both wearing glasses. What does that say?
That's
No.
What? All right, so anyway, stop texting and driving.
Good.
Use your Bluetooth. Talk.
Talk to people.
Talk.
Talk to people, and don't keep them on the phone. That's another reason why people text, is because they text because they can get their message out and they don't have to continuously talk on the phone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's this new thing, the suicide text line. Have you seen this?
Suicide text line?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
for people who want to help other people, but really just don't want to talk to them. So
Oh, no.
Man.
No, okay, I'm kidding.
Well, listen, if you
That's a
have a problem,
point.
don't
It's
text
my invention.
Karen.
It didn't work.
She wants to talk to you.
Who? Karen. Oh, yeah.
You have a problem with addiction, and you call Karen. She wants to talk to you. She
You
doesn't
can
want to
actually
text
text her.
Karen is a
You
big
can text her,
texter.
but
Text
she
her?
does. She does want to find out, what's going on.
And by the way, people, read the text before you hit send.
Yeah, absolutely.
Read your text before you hit send.
Read your text before you.
You get some of the most
Autocorrect
Oh.
is not your friend. Autocorrect is not your friend.
I had a friend of mine who was trying to write something, and the message came across. Yeah, give me a call. I'll be home. I'll be heterosexual for another hour. I'm like, only an hour? What happens after that?
Always read your text.
Does it turn back into a pumpkin? What happens? I mean,
Now, there are incredible texters like that can text really fast. I'll watch Tammy's thumbs. She's moving.
You just watch her thumbs.
what do you call it when you could use both hands?
Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous. They're like ambidextrous. Is that right?
Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous.
Those-
Ambidextrous.
Oh, come on.
No, that's
Are
right.
you telling me
and you're
that
giving me problems about Braille yesterday. I mean, the other day.
Braille.
Braille, it's 5 letters. How could you? No, 6.
Now,
6 letters.
how are you ambidextrous if you're using your phone like this?
You're texting
It's
with, yeah, that's ambidextrous. If you're using both thumbs equally.
Does that make every single gamer in the world?
To a certain extent.
No.
All right, well, at least you're thumbidextrous.
No, I think it's just
Ambidextrous, yes.
coordinated.
Oh, okay. Well, that ain't.
Well,
You can just be coordinated.
That
I'm
ain't.
terrible at video games.
I've just learned how to use both thumbs when I text. I've just
Really?
learned.
One
My
finger.
problem is, look at my thumbs. It's like a big toe.
It's got sausage thumbs.
I hit my keyboard on my phone.
You can
And-
do the alphabet in one swipe.
I mean, I know. I know. It's like, I had to get fingerprints for some background check the other day. The thing's not big enough for your thumb. I was like, holy cow. And I got a text and they got these little tiny letters and I'm trying to hit them, and you go to hit the S and you hit the E instead and you go to hit this and you hit that. And then I look at the text and I'm like, what the hell did I just write?
That's right. The
I
E
feel
is
like
right next to the S.
It's like one of those things where it's like I was taken over by aliens for a few minutes. I have no idea what I was doing.
I just checked just to make sure that the E was next to the S. To
I'm not-
see if you were just
Well,
rambling.
Kind of.
I was wondering if you were just rambling. I checked, and the E is
Yeah.
right next to the S.
Contrary to popular opinion, people, I know what I'm talking about.
Now,
Contrary to popular opinion.
there are teenagers out there that text so much they have carpal tunnel already.
That's right.
Wow.
I got it from guitar. These people are having carpal tunnel of the thumb from the amount of texting they do.
Carpal
My daughter,
tunnel?
Crazy.
my daughter
Thumb.
broke both her thumbs texting.
No.
Yes.
No.
She was texting. I told her to stop. She didn't, so I hit her thumbs with a hammer.
Yep, that's how
She broke both her thumbs texting.
Gary's got nothing.
You broke her. Yeah, I got nothing on that.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Child Services is calling. Let me take this call.
Yeah, right.
Ask if they text.
Please.
Yeah,
text
just
me.
text them.
Yeah. Yeah. I just texting is beyond me. But
Yeah, folks, call people. Let them hear your wonderful voice.
You know,
that was my wonderful
As a matter
voice.
of fact, call them and play with them. Change your voice a little bit. You know.
Have fun. Have fun. Smile at people. Wave at people. You know, just enjoy things. You know, look at the bright side. Listen, there's so many bad things going on in this world, and you know, so the bills are behind. So you got this going on. So you're fighting with somebody. You're having an issue. So things aren't perfect at work. So all this other stuff. You're still here. You still got a chance to make it better.
You know, it's easy to say, look on the bright side. A lot of people will say that. And people, you know, if you're depressed or something like that, somebody will come up to you and they'll say, well, you know, everybody has that problem. You know, a lot of times you think to yourself, well, I don't want to worry about somebody else's problem. I have my problems. Every once in a while, if you are depressed, talk to somebody that you know cares about you, because there's always somebody that cares about you, whether they're a friend, whether they're a loved one. There's always somebody that will care. That's all I got to say about that.
I was
You know,
tearing up a little bit over here.
Yeah, well, you know, every once in a while, the funny has to be set aside. But I had depression for a little while, and
Really?
yeah, and I went on. I was coming out of it, and I posted on Facebook that I had gone through this depression. And if you have depression, reach out to somebody.
Absolutely.
Reach out to somebody and think about what you could possibly be grateful for. And, you know, there is a bright side. You can always learn from something that was miserable in your life. I mean, I know. And just try not to make the same mistake twice. I have been too serious
Wow.
for way too long.
This is wow.
You know?
All right, well, let me hit you with a question.
oh boy.
If a kid decides to not take a nap, is he guilty of resisting arrest?
Wow,
If a kid won't take a nap,
major change
is he
That
of
was
guilty
like
subject.
the
of
biggest,
resisting
sharpest U-turn.
arrest?
Oh my
Is it
goodness.
resisting
Resisting
arrest?
arrest. I thought about that because my son used to run around the house, and when he was little, you know, like 20. No, when he was really little, and he had those little flip pads of paper, you know, those little spiral notebooks about, you know, a couple inches big, it's little ones, and he thought of it like a ticket book, like a cop.
Uh-huh.
And he would run around the house and he would flip it open, and he'd come up to somebody and say, "You're under the rest."
Under
Under
the
the rest.
How
It
about-
was the coolest thing.
How about out of space? People who say out of space. Man, did you a rocket ship came down from out of space. It's
Well,
not
it
out
did-
of space, it's outer space.
Yes, but if it did come down, it did come out of space. It did.
Oh, I hate
There
to
is
be
a loophole.
Don't prove me wrong, it makes me crazy.
There is a loophole. I'm sorry. Don't get depressed. How come there's no B batteries?
Oh my God. Are you
That's right, there are no B
How come
batteries.
now, Smurf? This one's for you. How come there's no B batteries?
Because it's confusing.
You got A, AA, AAA. Mm-hmm. You've got C batteries. You
D.
got D batteries. How come there are no B batteries?
You have LR 44s, 357s, 2032s.
Oh, okay.
Good Lord,
Listen,
we asked the- we
we
asked the
only
wrong
have a
person.
certain amount
We
of
asked the wrong
time.
person.
Please,
Holy
let's
cow.
not go
Wait.
through all the batteries.
For those-
we have car batteries, we have motorcycle batteries, we have boat batteries.
I
we
bet
have,
you there are B
we
batteries.
have a Salton battery.
Now, that's a salty battery. I
Never put
used-
salt on a battery.
Now, I used to work at Radio Shack. I can rattle off some batteries, let me tell you.
Okay, well,
I'm pretty sure we had B batteries. I'm pretty sure B batteries are a thing.
All right.
They're a specialized battery that you can't get anymore because Radio Shack has gone bankrupt.
Couple more questions for you.
and here we go.
Couple more questions for you. I can actually taste the nerd in the room. You know what I'm saying? It is thick in here. The nerd is thick in here. If your car's on fire,
Uh-oh.
Can you still get a ticket for parking next to a fire hydrant? Will they put it out? They give you a ticket? I'm just asking.
Well, if a lot of people, if you are parked next to a fire hydrant, they will set your car on fire.
What?
I got nothing. I got nothing.
If you arrest, if you arrest a mime, do you have to tell him he has a right to remain silent? Or can you just say you have a right to talk? I mean, what do you do with a mime?
What do you do with a mime? You never tell a mime to shut up. we were all mimes for the last couple of seconds.
Yeah, we were doing that for our hearing impaired
all
audience
mimes.
out there. Okay.
Let's see. For this show, I just have a lack of
verbiage.
Verbiage, you know.
Yes.
And then when I do start talking, it's very serious. This is
That's okay, buddy.
I'm in a weird, serious, emotional mood. I'm just.
I've gotten better conversation out of a quartet of loquacious spider monkeys at a zoo than I'm getting right now.
That's quite a mouthful.
That is a
what
mouthful.
You just said.
That was a whole lot.
Quotacious monkeys?
Loquacious.
Loquacious. Oh, okay. Well,
verbose.
I'm going to look that up, and I'm going to answer that on the next podcast.
How about loquacious Smurfs?
No such thing.
Okay.
How about slow Smurfs?
What else you got there?
What is that blue stuff between your toes? Slow Smurfs.
Oh.
Squish. You know, never mind.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. Oh my God. Wow. What? That one hit. Can you daydream at night?
Before you fall asleep, you can.
Because daydreaming is dreaming without sleeping, correct?
That's right. It is.
So if you're laying in bed at night and you're daydreaming, are you night dreaming though?
It is
Because you're not daytime.
It's somewhat of a subnomical state. It is the.
Whoa!
You're
Mr.
talking.
Big Stuff.
You're watching two hypnotists right now.
That's
okay?
right.
And we know subnomical, and we know that is a daydream state is just before you get into that subnomical state.
Now, is that like subnautical?
No, it has
okay.
nothing to do with nautical. It is subnomical. Did we lose everybody?
I don't know. Well, you know,
Are you guys still out there?
I think we lost me.
Oh.
I think we
no.
lost me.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh boy. Hey, how come quicksand is slow? Shouldn't it be called slow sand? You know, whenever
Dangerous.
somebody gets caught in a quicksand, it's like they go down. It's really, really slow. Shouldn't it just be, if it was quicksand, it shouldn't be like, there's gone.
These are interesting.
These are serious questions, people. I spent years
Now,
studying.
if you're going down in quicksand, what is the bright side of that?
Okay.
You eventually stop and touch the bottom. You actually buoyancy. You actually. All right. You can float in quicksand. I'm done.
You can float in quicksand.
Yes.
All right. We get any answers on our poll yet?
We have a couple people that said yes, they have seen Life of Brian. So I want to say it's a 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. The poll is growing.
I'll admit it, I've never seen Life of Brian. I've never seen one Monty Python movie.
No, I don't believe that.
I'm not a
do
fan.
Not believe.
I'm not a fan.
I
not
do
the
not
holy
believe
hand.
that.
I'm not a fan of Eric Idle. I'm not a fan of John Cleese. I'm not a fan of those guys. I don't think they're funny.
Gary, we have to leave the show now.
I don't believe you. I don't believe that you. I don't believe you.
I'm
I
not a
don't
fan.
believe that you're not a fan of Monty Python. I just don't believe it.
I'm not a fan. I mean, my funny is different from your funny.
So is that why you haven't seen the Ruddles yet?
What is that? Oh, no, you told me about it. No.
I have given him this movie since I've known him, which is it's coming close to a year.
Yeah.
Okay? It's the Ruddles. Now,
Longest
if
year of
you
my
have
life.
seen the Ruddles, let me know. It is Eric Idle's salute parody to the Beatles, and it is great. It
I
is
need
a
to see
great
that.
movie. You need to see the Ruddles. All you need is cash. I gave you that video, or I think I told you that it was on YouTube or something like that, and you have not seen it yet. You're a total Beatle nut.
I'm a
and
Beatle
you
nut.
haven't seen it. Well, this is something that you should
is very
see.
The Beatles didn't make
passionate
it.
about this.
It's not the Beatles.
It is. It's the prefab four.
It's like Spinal Tap.
It's a prefab four. It sounds like something you use to treat your laundry.
You can, but
I got to stay and got to put some prefab four on it.
prefab. That's just rub it. You
No.
and Dana wants to know you've never seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
No.
The holy hand grenade?
No.
It's the holy
I've never
hand
seen.
grenade.
Excuse me, if I was out doing something, I don't know, I was out with girls. Sorry.
Well,
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries? You don't know that in that terrible French accent?
I fought in your general direction.
What? Really?
Yeah.
This is what you guys are telling me to go see?
They couldn't afford horses, so they bought coconut halves and then ran around.
Ran them together. Monty Python is great. Monty Python is great. But you need to see
Another
the
friend of mine,
Ruddles.
Phyllis, just joined. I want to say hi to Phyllis. Thank you for joining.
You need to see the Ruddles.
I don't want to see the Ruddles.
Phyllis, text
I
them.
don't-
Tell
this
them to
is
see the
not
Ruddles.
my. This is
don't
not my
text while you're
thing.
driving.
This is not my thing. You know me. You know what I like? I like Survivor. I'm a Survivor fan. I love Survivor.
Oh,
I
we are
watch-
learning so much.
I watch Jeopardy
today.
Every night that I can. I watch Jeopardy. I love Jeopardy because I like to challenge myself and see these things. I like Top Chef and I like things like that. I even like Project Runway where they make the stuff. I like. Stop it. And Game of Thrones. I'm a Game of Thrones fan.
Oh, there you
By the
go.
way.
You got 1 point.
I am. Yeah, but watching.
Don't you like
Here's
Star
a
Wars?
question for
Watching
you.
British humor
Here's-
does not work for me.
Here's an answer for you, since you're a big Jeopardy fan.
Yes.
What is boring?
Life of Brian.
No.
What is Life of Brian?
Life of Brian. It's just a great movie.
Gary, have you seen Faulty Towers?
Guys.
I've seen Faulty
Yup.
John Cleese. Yes, I
Yup.
have.
Guys.
I saw John Cleese in person.
Really?
Great.
Guess he didn't
I
see you
went
coming, huh?
to see him. I went to see him, and he did this great discussion on stage, and he answered questions. He was great.
Can I give another shout out?
Sure.
Okay.
Shout out.
I want to speak to all the people who understand this is not funny. This stuff that they watch is not funny.
It is hilarious.
Just because they walk funny and talk funny and do all that, it's not
Funny
funny.
walk.
I have got people
It's
texting me telling me that Monty Python is great.
Monty Python's not great.
They're
You know
they're
what? We're doing
quoting
a poll.
lines just a flesh
Spam,
wound.
spam, 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 spam.
Did you like
spam.
Caddyshack, or are you going to tell me you never saw that?
I saw Caddyshack. Not my kind of humor. I like moments of it.
You know something?
I love the music. I love the music from Caddyshack. That's what I love.
When I was working at JetBlue, I would push out a $50 million plane, and as I'm pushing it,
All by yourself, I'm just going to say.
in a tug, and we were going over Caddyshack lines as I'm
Yep.
pushing out this $50 million plane because there's just so many incredible lines in it.
Now, fun fact from Caddyshack. I don't think this is a spoiler because if you haven't seen the movie yet, that's your problem. When they blew up the golf course didn't know. They went out and did it and didn't tell anybody. So the production destroyed the golf course because the golf course thought it was
All right, wait a minute. You're saying the golf course didn't know? Like,
didn't
they
know a
walk
golf
up,
course
they didn't
could
walk,
think.
I
No,
know.
no.
Like they didn't walk up to the green and say, "Excuse me, Mr. Green,
We're going to blow you
we're
up.
going to blow you up." You mean the owners didn't know?
The owners had no idea. They thought the scene was cut, and they went out like early in the morning when nobody was there and put a bunch of dynamite underneath, and it actually exploded more than they thought.
Once again, everybody is just watching us listen to you.
I forgot to put my head up because I was so excited.
All right.
Okay.
Hi, friends.
Okay, so we all agree that Monty Python not funny.
Caddyshack hilarious.
No, we all don't agree. We all don't
Caddyshack.
agree. For,
Caddyshack moderately
for
funny.
humor, this man watches Jeopardy. For humor,
Alex Trebek is a hoot.
food shows,
Alex
food shows. This man.
Alex Trebek is a freaking riot. He is so funny. I actually saw him crack a smile the other day.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, there's a
okay.
screenshot for
It
you.
was actually more of a smirk, but it was an all-knowing smirk. Don't you? I love how Alex insults people. I love it. No, you stupid idiot. It's this. I love it.
Well,
I love it.
we do wish Alex Trebek health.
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen.
Hope
I hope he's okay,
he's
but
going to beat it.
just because you're sick doesn't mean we're not going to make fun of you. I'm sorry.
That's right.
Wow.
People who are sick don't want to be treated differently.
They don't.
You know that? It's like, I may have a disability, or I might be sick, or this is going on, but I don't want to be treated any different than anybody else. But then if you assault them, they get all indignant with you.
It's very true.
If I'm going to be an asshole to everybody, then that means you got to take it too if you want to be treated the same.
Well, that's the old days when comedians could make fun of everything. Now they can't make fun of anybody. Yep.
If Don Rickles were doing stand-up today,
Oh, there'd be lawsuits.
yeah, the stuff he used to say,
Yeah, he was great.
it was ridiculous. I love watching the old Don Rickles. I love watching the old Foster Brooks routines.
Yeah, come on, folks, buck up a little bit, will you?
Wow.
I'm
The hell are you
serious
talking
again.
about?
I'm saying
Stiff
buck up.
upper lip.
Don't get so touchy about everything. All right.
Yeah, really. If you can't laugh at yourself, well, as I always was told, if you can't laugh at yourself, laugh at the person next to you. No.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm next.
Yeah,
to you.
you're next to me.
I laugh at myself all the time.
We have to get those shirts that just point to each other and say, I'm with stupid. Remember that? Remember those
LOL
Right back to
shirts?
each
edition.
other.
Remember those shirts? I'm with stupid, and people would walk around, and somebody would actually walk next to this guy?
No, mine always pointed up. I'm stupid.
Well,
Wow.
you see,
This is what happens when you
Facebook,
watch.
LOL podcast. That's us, folks.
This is what happens when you watch too much Monty Python. You lose your brain. All right, we are coming to the end of our show. I want to remind everybody, don't forget to check out Dr. Phone Fix. Go to drphonefix.com and mention LOL Podcast. Get yourself a little treat, little phone protector for a limited time. Also, check out our friends over at Crazy About Costumes. Crazy About Costumes, you look them up on the internet. Check out their Facebook page, Crazy About Costumes. They're right in Fort Lauderdale. Next time you need a costume for anything or you just want to dress up, why? Just because we can. You're having a really, let's say you're having a really bad day at week. What if the last day of the week you came in dressed as Batman? Just for the hell of it. That would change everybody's attitude.
And what would they wear on the unemployment line?
That's oh man, come on.
I would always be Batman.
You think you would get fired if you came in here dressed as like Wonder Woman or something?
Wonder Woman, maybe.
Wonder Woman, maybe.
Maybe. Batman?
Maybe, but I could, if I came in here dressed as Wonder Woman, I could never come back.
Just come into work once and just say, Gary, what are you doing?
I wore
Not
a-
Gary.
I wore a purple-
I'm Batman.
I wore a purple jacket that one time. Everybody thought I looked like Willy Wonka.
You did.
Yes!
Yeah,
You did though.
yes, I did.
You did, especially when you started singing. you started singing, and that little fat kid fell in the chocolate. Yeah.
He did the prank fall. He dropped his cane and rolled out of it.
To a world of
Pure imagination.
So where are we?
We're at the end of our show.
Thank you, folks, for tuning in today.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Smurf. Make sure you check out our website, Live Out Loud. It's on the screen, and I can't even read the damn thing.
LiveOutLoudShop.com.
Thank you, Gary.
That's why I'm here.
I'm a professional.
That is why I'm here, buddy.
Check us out at liveoutloudshop.com. That's right, liveoutloudshop.com. Shop.com.
You know what?
Let me do this.
LiveOutLoudShop.com.
Let me do this.
Please do the show.
LiveOutLoudShop.com. Okay, you can get yourself a couple of T-shirts that say LOL. Excuse me. You get LOL. You can get a mug.
It actually
You can
says
get-
LOL, excuse me.
You can get a mug. You can get some shirts that where you can boast about being clean and sober, because that's what this is all about: being clean and sober. See all the T-shirts? See that long sleeve LOL shirt? I got one of those, and Tammy has one that's red. You can get baseball shirts. You can get regular shirts. You can get shirts. And with every shirt that you buy, every cup that you buy, there's a donation that goes to helping somebody get clean and sober.
That's right. A portion of every sale does
I'm
go
not done.
to support.
Come on, you
I'm
can't
sorry, go ahead.
talk, okay? And
Wow.
every donation that you have goes to somebody who needs to get clean and sober.
You just repeated the same one.
I'm
You
not
weren't
done yet, okay? I just repeated what he said, okay? Visit liveoutloudshop.com. Scott, what do you have to say?
I feel completely excited. I forgot to mention, you know what it is? Oh, turn the thing back on.
Great. Okay.
That was all in my head.
She's been
Did you
talking
hear it in your
all
head?
throughout the show, and then when it comes time,
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's home day. Yeah. Yeah. I forgot the yeah. All right, folks. I want to thank everybody for joining us right out here.
thank you, folks, for joining us right here at Live Out Loud.
I've got to make it to my English as a second
He
language
used
class.
to work at a radio station, okay?
I did. It was www.
He's Scott, I'm Gary. Or you can say that.
No. I'm Scott.
I'm Gary.
And we got Smurf over in the corner.
Listen, if you got to get clean and sober, okay? If you need help with your addiction, give us a call. Let us know. Text us, as we were talking about earlier, but don't do it while you're driving. Text us on Live Out Loud podcast on Facebook. We are here to help, okay?
Absolutely. But most importantly, make sure you tune in again on Friday. I promise you, I'm going to learn English between now and then. Gary, what are you going to do between now and then?
I'm going to take a nap.
Yeah, Gary's going to take a nap. And Smurf is going to dye her hair even a deeper shade of blue.
Oh, Billy joined. Billy, my best friend in the world, Billy joined.
Billy!
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't get this.
I'm glad you joined at the end of the show, buddy.
What'd you say yesterday?
Thanks for coming.
What'd you tell me yesterday?
Well, I mean, since I'm 14 years old.
Wait, what did you tell me yesterday?
You are my best friend.
Okay. Now, just because I can't speak properly today, you throw me to the side for Billy Come Lately here on our show.
Billy Come Lately.
And I feel totally slight.
Well, he's more of a brother. He's more of a brother. Okay, Billy is more of
crying.
a brother. I've known him since I sang my first note. Hi, Bill.
All right. We've been trying to end this show for the last 10
You
minutes.
had a Bill that joined you today who
Yes.
said he was your friend. So all Bills are friends since
I'm shouting
12.
it right out. Bill McClinton, you're my best friend in the world. Screw you, Gary.
Wait a minute.
Actually, you want to trade bills?
Yeah, you give me a single, I'll give you a... Oh, no, I said that wrong.
All right.
I said that wrong. I was going to say, you give me a single, I'll give you a 5, but that's wrong.
That's
like, hey, you want to match your face and my ass and your...
Whoa, wow.
Something like that.
There's no control in this show.
I'm so confused right now. I'm so confused.
You know,
I'm saying,
people were watching this show
Tammy's
last week.
my best friend.
People were watching this show last week saying, what a great production. These guys are really fantastic. They're watching today and they're saying, is there a gas leak in the building? What the hell? I could do this. I got an iPhone and I could go dumb for a few minutes. I could make this happen.
The only gas leak I have is coming from...
See, now I thought I was tearing up because you weren't my friend anymore. It turns out there's another reason.
Turns out I got the gas leak.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. But let's look at the bright side. The show's over.
This show's over.
This show's over. You got 2 days to recover or a day and a half to recover from this, and then we're back here on Friday
Back
at
here
2
on
o'clock.
Friday.
Make sure you check out liveoutloudshop.com. Check out our YouTube channel, Live Out Loud Podcast. All of our old shows are on there, our new shows, and our upcoming shows will be on there. In fact, if you go on there, you could join and become a member of YouTube Live Out Loud Nation. Oh, there's a shirt. There's a
Out
shirt.
Loud Nation.
I just had it up.
Like
I
that.
just had, what do they call those?
Epiphany.
Epiphany. Epiphany moments there.
Can
what?
there be a Smurf Nation shirt?
Absolutely not.
How about
Absolutely
Blue
not.
Nation?
No.
Absolutely not.
We'll make Smurf Nation socks.
Yes.
We're going to put your face on a pair of socks.
Oh my God.
On the bottom.
That's right. We're going to put Gary's face on the back of a pair of underwear.
Oh, nice.
That way, wherever you go, Gary can kiss your ass.
Oh, wow. What a gas.
Oh.
Can we use
All right.
this?
I'm
What a
tired of
guess.
being the butt of your jokes.
All right. Oh.
I almost missed that. Guys, we got to go for real. I want to thank you for joining us. Make sure you tune in on Friday. Until then, take care of yourselves. Have fun. Laugh a little bit. Live on the bright side. I'm Scott.
I'm Gary.
And Smurf says bye-bye.
Be nice to people.